There is a city that glitters in the desert, a place of towering ambition etched into the sand and sky. We think we know this place. We see its shimmering towers of glass and steel reaching for the heavens as if to challenge the sun itself. But this is only a fraction of the story. A single, dazzling chapter in a much older, much grander tale. To truly understand this land, one must leave the clamor of the city behind and listen. Listen to the wind as it sculpts the dunes, a timeless artist at work. It carries whispers of an ancient world long before the first tower pierced the clouds. Here, in the vast, silent expanse, the world transforms. The city's sharp angles soften into an endless sea of rolling dunes. Each grain of sand is a tiny, polished jewel, part of a magnificent, ever-shifting mosaic. The colors are astonishing. Not just one shade of gold, but 1,000. Russet, ochre, amber, and honey, all painted by the sun's journey across the sky. This is not an empty land. It is a place of profound quiet and immense power, a landscape that demands patience and rewards it with moments of breathtaking beauty, a canvas of light and shadow. The silence is profound, but it is not empty. It is filled with the subtle music of the desert, the gentle hiss of sand skittering across a dune's crest, the soft sigh of the wind as it finds its way through a rocky outcrop. This is a place that teaches you to see with your ears, to feel the world through its subtle vibrations. In this immense cathedral of sand, one feels incredibly small, yet part of something truly monumental. The scale is almost impossible to comprehend, a reminder of nature's enduring, patient power in a world obsessed with speed and change. It is a world of illusions. What appears to be a solid, unmoving landscape is, in fact, in a constant state of flux. The dunes breathe, they move, they are alive. With every gust of wind, the desert reshapes itself, creating new valleys and new peaks. A single dune can travel a considerable distance over time, a slow-motion migration across the plains. This is the true, beating heart of this land. Not the concrete and steel of the city, but this timeless, restless ocean of sand holding its secrets close, waiting for the patient observer to uncover them. If you enjoyed this journey beyond Dubai's glass towers, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories and hidden truths from around the world. Your support helps us bring you even more incredible content. Thank you for watching. Where the golden desert finally yields, it meets another kingdom of equal majesty, the turquoise waters of the Arabian Gulf. This is a coastline of dramatic contrasts, a line drawn between two powerful forces of nature. The arid, sun-scorched land gives way to the cool, life-giving embrace of the sea. The whisper of the desert wind is replaced by the rhythmic crash of waves upon the shore. It is a place of meeting, a place of transformation, where two worlds, seemingly opposite, find a strange and beautiful harmony along the water's edge. The waters here are not just a barrier, they are a gateway to another world entirely. Beneath the shimmering surface, a vibrant and complex ecosystem thrives. This is a world painted in shades of blue and green, where sunlight filters down to reveal hidden gardens of coral and intricate rock formations. The gentle currents carry nutrients that sustain a dazzling array of life. It is a silent, graceful ballet that unfolds every moment, unseen by most who walk the shores above. The sea holds its own mysteries, as deep and as ancient as those of the desert sands. Along the coast, life adapts to the unique challenges of this environment. Here, ancient mangrove forests stand like sentinels, their tangled roots gripping the salty earth. These remarkable trees create a vital sanctuary, a nursery for young fish and a haven for countless species of birds. They are a testament to nature's ingenuity, thriving in conditions that would be impossible for other plants. Their green leaves provide a startling splash of color against the pale sand and blue water, a living bridge between the land and the sea, filtering the water and protecting the shore. This is a place of constant change, dictated by the ancient rhythms of the tide. At low tide, the sea retreats, revealing a hidden world of tidal flats and rock pools. These small temporary worlds teem with life. Tiny crabs scuttle for cover and small fish dart between the rocks. It is a miniature drama, played out twice a day, every day. Then, as the tide returns, the sea reclaims its territory, washing the slate clean and preparing the stage for the next performance. This endless cycle is the heartbeat of the coast, a reminder of the enduring power of the ocean. Deep within the seemingly barren landscape, a secret is kept. A miracle of nature, the hidden oases. These are not mirages born of heat and hope, but real, tangible pockets of life that defy the harshness of the surrounding desert. They appear suddenly, like green jewels set in a sea of gold. The air grows cooler. The scent of damp earth and vegetation replaces the dry desert air. To stumble upon one is to feel as if you have stepped into another world, a secret garden guarded by the dunes and the mountains that rise in the distance. Water is the architect of these magical places. It is the source of all life here, bubbling up from deep underground springs or collecting from rare rainfall in the nearby mountains. Where this water gathers, life flourishes with an almost explosive energy. Date palms, their fronds rustling in the breeze, create a welcome canopy of shade. Their presence is a promise, a symbol of sustenance and refuge that has drawn travelers and wildlife for millennia. The sound of flowing water, a gentle gurgle or a steady trickle, is the most precious music in the desert, a melody of survival and persistence. These oases are more than just clusters of trees. They are vibrant, self-contained ecosystems bustling with activity. Dragonflies with iridescent wings dance over the surface of the water, their movements a flash of color against the green. Frogs call to one another from the reeds, their chorus rising as dusk begins to fall. Birds, drawn from miles around by the promise of water and shelter, fill the air with their songs. Each oasis is a miniature world, a concentrated burst of biodiversity that stands in stark contrast to the sparse life of the open desert. They are also places of deep history and quiet contemplation. For centuries, these were vital points on ancient trade routes, places of rest and recovery for weary travelers. The stories of those who passed through seem to linger in the air, absorbed by the ancient palms and the cool, dark water. To sit in the shade of an oasis is to connect with that long history, to feel the same sense of relief and wonder that countless others have felt before. They are living monuments to resilience, proving that even in the most unforgiving of places, life will always find a way. Above the endless dunes and the glittering city, another world unfolds, the world of the sky. And in this vast blue dome, there is one undisputed master, the falcon. With its keen eyes and breathtaking speed, it embodies the wild spirit of this land. To see one is to witness a perfect synergy of power, grace, and focus. From high above, it surveys its kingdom, its gaze missing nothing. Every flicker of movement in the sands below, every shadow that shifts, is registered and assessed by the supreme aerial hunter. The relationship between this land and its falcons is ancient and profound. It is a bond forged not of domination but of mutual respect. These birds are not just wild creatures, they are living symbols of strength and nobility. Their ability to survive and thrive in this challenging environment has long been a source of inspiration. Watching a falcon in flight is a humbling experience. it hangs motionless on an updraft, a dark silhouette against the brilliant sun, before folding its wings and plunging towards the earth with astonishing velocity. It is a dance of life and death, performed with unmatched elegance. These magnificent predators are perfectly adapted for their environment. Their eyesight is legendary, capable of spotting prey from incredible distances. Their streamlined bodies and powerful wings allow them to achieve speeds that are almost unbelievable, making them one of the fastest creatures on the planet. Every feather, every muscle, every instinct has been honed by generations of survival in the desert. They are the ultimate expression of natural engineering, a living testament to the power of evolution to create perfection in form and function. But the falcon is more than just a hunter. It is a key part of the delicate balance of the desert ecosystem. By controlling populations of smaller animals, it helps to maintain the health of the entire environment. Its presence is an indicator of a healthy, functioning wilderness. As the sun sets, casting long shadows across the dunes, the falcon returns to its roost. Its sharp cry echoes in the twilight, a final, powerful declaration of its mastery over the desert sky. It is a sound that is both haunting and reassuring, the true voice of the wild. As the last embers of sunset fade from the sky, the desert does not go to sleep. It awakens. A new world, hidden by the harsh light of day, emerges under the cool blanket of night. The temperature drops and a profound silence descends, soon to be broken by the subtle sounds of the Nocturnal Kingdom. This is a time of secrets and shadows when a completely different cast of characters takes to the stage. Life under the moon has its own rules, its own dramas, and its own unique beauty. The desert after dark is a place of mystery and surprise. The sand which baked under the sun now releases its heat into the cool night air. And out of this sand, creatures begin to emerge. The Arabian sand gecko, with its translucent skin and large, dark eyes, is a master of the night. It treads lightly across the dunes, its specialized feet allowing it to move with ghost-like silence. It hunts for insects that have also emerged to escape the day's heat. In the darkness, senses other than sight become paramount. The faintest vibration in the sand can signal the presence of predator or prey. Larger shadows also move through the starlit landscape. The Arabian oryx, a magnificent antelope with long, straight horns, was once on the brink of disappearing forever. Now it roams these protected lands, a ghostly white figure moving gracefully through the darkness. Its pale coat helps it reflect the heat of the day and provides excellent camouflage in the moonlight. To catch a glimpse of an oryx under the stars is to see a living legend, a symbol of hope and the success of dedicated conservation. They are the quiet, noble rulers of the desert night. And above it all, the sky is a spectacle of breathtaking clarity. Far from the city's glow, the heavens are set ablaze with a tapestry of stars unlike any seen from an urban center. The Milky Way arches across the sky like a celestial river, a sight that has inspired awe in desert dwellers for millennia. It is a reminder of our place in a vast and ancient universe. The desert night is not an absence of light, but a different kind of illumination, one that reveals the true scale of the world and the resilient, hidden life that calls this extraordinary landscape home. So, we return to the city, but we see it differently now. The skyscrapers no longer seem to be just feats of engineering, but silent monoliths rising from a land of deep and ancient secrets. They reflect the desert sky, holding the colors of the sunrise and sunset in their glass facades. The city is not a separate entity from the desert. It is an extension of it, a modern oasis built of steel and light. It echoes the contrasts of the surrounding landscape, the stark beauty, the hidden depths, and the constant interplay of light and shadow. The wind that weaves through the canyons of buildings is the same wind that sculpts the dunes. It carries with it the scent of the sea and the faint, dry whisper of the sand. The city's pulse, a rhythm of commerce and movement, feels different when you know the slower, more ancient heartbeat of the land it is built upon. The straight lines and perfect angles of the architecture stand in sharp contrast to the flowing, organic curves of the desert, yet they are part of the same story. A story of ambition, survival, and adaptation in a remarkable place. This is a place of dualities. It is a city of the future, constantly looking forward, yet it is irrevocably tied to a timeless past. It is a hub of global connection, yet it is surrounded by a wilderness that demands solitude and introspection. There are stories hidden in the purling history of its waters, in the ancient pathways of its falcons, and in the very grains of sand that blow across its superhighways. To truly know this place is to understand that the modern spectacle and the ancient wilderness are not separate, but two sides of the same extraordinary coin. The true Dubai is not what you think. It is not just a destination. It is an experience that unfolds slowly, revealing its secrets to those who are willing to look beyond the obvious. It is a land of whispering sands and silent seas, of hidden life and breathtaking skies. It is a place that challenges your perceptions and invites you to listen to the echoes of a world that is much older, wilder, and more mysterious than you ever imagined. The real story is written not in headlines, but in the sand, on the wind, and in the heart of the wild.